Are we live? Are we really live? Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
sorry. That's Mr. Producer in the background was chopping away. Won't tell you what the topic was, but anyway, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody to the Sunday Sofa. Feels like we haven't seen you all for ages. So my name is Polly Harnett. If you don't know me already, I am a spiritual medium. I'm also a psychic, and I do tarot cards, trance work, animal healing, communication healing, all sorts of lovely, wonderful things. And I am here today with the lovely
Sarah Andrews. Hello everyone. It does feel like ages, doesn't it, Polly?
It does.
Especially for me, because I wasn't here, was I, for a couple being away. So yeah, so hi everyone. I hope you're all really, really well. And yeah, I work with the angels and I give readings and healing. I'm a teacher for angelic Reiki and healing. I do crystal healing. I do lotus chakra courses. So yeah, so that's me. I'm a psychic predominantly and a fledgling medium. So hello.
Yeah, it's lovely to have you all back. So I hope you all had a wonderful New Year and Christmas. Obviously, forgot about that.
It feels like ages ago.
It does. It feels like we've taken the tree down. Oh, my crystal just rolled across the table and landed on the floor. How ironic!
Which one was it? Which one?
It was an angel light.
There we go.
You made it move. Right. So before we explain what our topic of the day is, let's say hello to a few people out there. Who have we got watching? Please do share, like and follow SPTV, because we love to spread ourselves far and wide and spread the love. Hello, Shanika Gillespie.
Matthew, hi. Hello.
Hi, Deborah Long. Happiest of New Year's to everyone.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. Paul Smith, hello. Lovely for you to join us. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Shelley Stewart. Is anyone there not once for yet? No, it's a bit like that in my environment.
Yeah. Stay Shaw, good afternoon, Richard. Oh, afternoon again, Richard. Afternoon, Polly, Jane, and Sarah. Happy New Year to you all. Thank you, lovely.
Hi, Terry Louise. How are you, lovely lady?
Christine Davis, welcome.
Hi, Margaret Bennett, shared with love. Thank you so much, Margaret.
Oh, Margaret, thank you. Donna Pyle, hi. Yeah, we're all kind of like, yeah, I don't know about you, Polly, but I'm just a bit like that today. I'm like a bit, it feels a bit like,
See, I'm a bit like, Hi, Sue McCarthy. Morning for her, morning for Sue.
Oh, where are you, Sue? Let's know where you are. Carol McDowell, I think I've said that right. Hi, everyone. Happy New Year. Thank you, lovely. Happy New Year.
Hi, Joanne Lewis.
Mwah, lovely Joanne. Hiya. See, I'm like, goodness knows how this afternoon's going to go.
Hi, Maribel. Hello from Laredo, Texas.
So that must be morning or midday there, I guess.
Have no idea.
Yeah. Melanie Williams. Hi, everyone. She's on YouTube.
Hi, Regan's King. All the way from Australia.
Is it? I don't. Yeah, I'm going to go off the time zones because I have no idea, no clue. Lisa Paris, Happy New Year. Thank you to you. It is wonderful to see you. It's been so long and I never get to catch you on Sunday. It's lovely for you to join us. It's always good.
Hi, Rex. Hi. From India.
I love it. I love finding out where everyone is. Helen Mansell, Wiltshire. What did I say? What did I say? I thought I said Helen. Did I not say Helen? Oh, yeah.
I said hello.
No.
Hi, Deborah Long, all the way from Nova Scotia, Canada.
Jacqueline, hi. Thanks for joining us.
Sorry? Kendra. Hi, Kendra.
Kendra.
Hi, Kendra. Fabulous. So, again, please, anyone out there that's just popped on, please, can you like and share? Because sharing is caring and we want to spread our love around the world. So what I'm going to do, first of all, is explain to you about this show if you've not seen this show before. Now, this show is a talk show predominantly, so we need you to interact. We are going to have a topic, which I'll explain in a moment. And the more you interact, the more you are likely to get a reading. OK, the more likely you are to get a reading. So it isn't just asking for a reading or asking for a loved one to come through. We want your questions. We want your input. We want your suggestions, your opinions. That's what we want today. So our topic for the day today is bearing in mind we've just gone into a new year. So what would you like to leave behind from 2022? There's probably a lot of things you want to leave behind from 2022 and the previous ones before that. However, what is it that you want to leave behind from 2022? And when we're going into, obviously we're going into this new year, we're in January now, what are you going to bring forward or hoping to bring forward or going to manifest for this year? Because we're really interested to know your thoughts. What are you going to do? What some people like to call them things like, you know, New Year's resolutions. I don't like the resolution sort of thing because it's very hard. We tend to set things really high, don't we, Sarah?
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
Like what we want is we try to set this really high when actually like chaos.
Sue McCarthy, bless her. Yeah.
You know, what we should be doing is breaking things down into small achievable goals, isn't it? Really, you know?
Yeah. We're constantly learning, aren't we? Constantly getting challenges sent our way, and we're constantly hopefully we're learning from them. So, you know, what is it you've learned from your 2022 and what you're going to take forward? It's keeping it positive. Let's try and keep positive. We'd like Matthew, to leave gluten behind. Oh, bless you.
Matthew,
Polly knows what's done that.
I have basically, because I'm celiac and I found out this about 6 years ago. I cannot touch gluten. If I do touch gluten, then I'm extremely ill for days and days and days. So it really isn't really worth me doing. So yeah, I totally feel your pain on that one. Alison Lett, I want to leave behind toxic people.
Yeah, do you know what, Alison, you've hit the nail on the head for me as well. Actually, not quite the same as what I was thinking, but yeah, absolutely. I think boundaries is what I'm taking forward with me, and that's connected with obviously toxic people as well. But I just feel like with people like myself and Polly and all the other wonderful people that give their time and energy, I think a lot of people, it's human nature to take advantage of it, isn't it? And they the more you seem to give, the more they want to take more from you. So definitely new boundaries were important. But I think for me, 2022 is definitely boundaries, and just going forward, knowing that you can't please everyone, and that my focus is what's important for me, and to keep that always in my mind. That's what I'm going to take forward. And that is including toxic people, isn't it?
But sometimes I don't think you realise, do you, that somebody is toxic? You know, you might
takes time. I mean, I've sometimes
had like friendships. When I say friendships and relationships in the past, where you know it starts off all lovely, and then you just think it's them, and then they might seem overprotective, or then you realise actually down the line that they're taking control over you, and that actually you feel like you can't have an input, you can't do what you want, you feel they do these little guilt trips and things like that. And this isn't just like lover relationships, this can be friend relationships as well. And parents that can do it, where, you know, you feel like you've lost your identity because everybody's basically thinking for you, and you just sort of doing people, well, it is people pleasing, but it's also narcissism.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I mean about, I've learned, it's just you cannot please everyone, and to keep focused on what it is that you want, and if these people need to leave your life, then that's a good thing. You know, people come and go, don't they, for a reason.
So Jacqueline Ann Forrester, I'm hoping I can leave behind grief and remember hubby, who I lost to COVID in April 2020. His beautiful memories, and thankful that we had 6 wonderful years together. Jacqueline, that's a really good thing. You know, it's what you're saying is absolutely true. You've got to remember the good times, but you also have to remember, like, well, as we said, you know, we have to set achievable goals. Now, you might have a week of feeling absolutely amazing and making new friends, or, you know, even might be that at some point somebody new comes into your life when you're ready for that. But make sure you are ready for that. And as we know, with things like grief, you know, we can be going along quite nicely, and then something can hit us quite hard all over again. So always remember that when you're working through, take each day at a time. Have these achievable goals, or, you know, travel goals, or certain things, you know, with family or friends. Have things to look forward to. But always remember as well that if you need to have some time to yourself, and sometimes you just don't want to go out, you know, or you just need those really close people around you, know that that's absolutely fine too, because it is really important, isn't it, Sarah, that, you know, you can't rush something. You're a human being, and you've
absolutely got... Yeah, definitely. That, like you said, Polly, the ups and the downs, isn't it? And taking each day and each emotion. Wishing you all the very, very best. Is it Jacqueline or Jackie? Yeah, Jacqueline. Paul Smith, I wouldn't want to leave anything behind because I've been taught a lot from the challenges I've faced. Fantastic that you've learned from them. But what you're saying there is that you're taking forward some things because you've learned from them. So anything you've learned, you therefore have got something then to take forward with you. So that's brilliant that you've learned so much, and the challenges that you've had. So that's brilliant. I love that positivity.
It is interesting, isn't it? Because everybody has got something to teach you, good or bad.
Absolutely. Every single experience you have, and it's amazing how much your subconscious takes in. Amazing. It's phenomenal.
Absolutely. So, Terry Louise, I'm leaving behind being taken advantage of, being walked over, taking personal attacks for 2023, setting some very good boundaries and not having a repeat of 2022. Good for you, Terry.
Yeah, well done. Yeah. They're just so important. They really, really are. You don't have to stop being a loving, kind, caring person. I really hope no one does, because that's obviously love and light is what we're all about. But it means just having that you value yourself enough to not be walked on, not to be walked on at all. It's really important.
Absolutely.
Regan King, I honestly am trying to leave behind those who are only there for themselves. I have chosen to put me first and finding it hard as I hear from no one now. Oh, bless you. You're over in Australia, aren't you, Regan, if I'm right in thinking that it was you? Yeah. It's so hard, isn't it? It really depends on your feelings, Regan, as well, as to whether you need a big tribe around you. I've got a very, very small tribe around me, you know, and I was actually talking about this. I was running a workshop yesterday and we were talking about it in my workshop. And it's interesting, isn't it, that people think that the more people you have around you, I don't know, it has a kind of a reflection on the type of person you are, that you're really popular and everything. But actually, most people want lots of people around them just to make them almost not have to think for themselves. That all these different people are making them, you know, they're looking at Facebook, they're looking at this, they're looking at that, and they're almost being driven forward by those people around them. So maybe this is a time for you just to take stock of what you want and have that inner time for you, just to go inward just for a short period of time and see what comes out.
It's interesting though, because I'm reading, and I totally understand where you're coming from, Regan. I totally understand. But if you look at it, and even look at the comment that you've said, you've said about people being there for themselves and then you're having to put you first. Now, I know that, I don't know your situation. I don't know the people that you're talking about, for example. But some people, the reason why they behave like they are or are out for themselves is because they've had to possibly always been out for themselves. Or maybe they've had a similar situation where they may have lost trust or whatever that is. Maybe they've had to try and put themselves in the forefront. I know that what you're meaning is slightly different here. And I know that it's hard sometimes, especially if we've been a victim. And I'm talking about not just your comment, Regan. I'm talking about, for example, all the comments that have come up. People behave like they do often for a reason. I don't feel that we are born horrible. We're not born horrible, okay? Maybe some people are, okay? Maybe some people are. However, many people, their behaviour is because of how they've been treated. Again, as a child, it could be the way that they've been treated by
100% would have
partner. It's very, very likely that a lot of people's behaviours are because of what's happened to them. And okay, if they're not recognising maybe the way they're behaving towards you, then it is better off out. You're better off out of it, and you're better off stepping back out of it and, like you say, looking after you, looking out for yourself now, okay? But you said, Sarah, I was going to say, like you said, Sarah, it's really important, isn't it, to not stop giving in a way or being kind or being generous.
Be you.
Yeah. Be who you are, but just know that if people keep taking advantage, obviously, then it's time to move on, isn't it?
I absolutely 100% believe that every single person, I'm not just talking about, the postman that you meet every day, I'm talking about every single person has like an experience with you in your life of some sort, however small. They're sent for a reason, and I absolutely 100% believe that. And I do believe that lovely analogy about the train and the platform, and about how some people get on the train with you and they stay on that train for a long journey, but at some point they will get off at a platform that's suitable for them, and we need to let them, and we need to continue on our journey. And I just try not to worry too much about it, Regan. Continue being presumably your lovely self. What have you written? I have put everyone else as a priority before myself my whole life. I've tried to turn others to talk to, and many it ends up being turned back about themselves, and I can't do it anymore. The weight is so much when you're trying to get through your own troubles and needs. Absolutely. And this is where I meant about, this is time for you. I think you're being directed now just to go inward a little bit, and see what else you're going to get through for you.
I've actually pulled Regan a card, but then two popped out. So we have obstacles and challenges there, and we have and spiritual strength there, okay, which sort of speak for themselves, really, to be fair. Now, the obstacles and challenges, like we said, Regan, it's really important that you understand that, and we will understand that everything is a journey, everything is a lesson, okay? That's why we're here, basically. I feel that's why we exist, because we are going through, let's say, different dimensional states, okay, to get to that point where we are more fifth dimensional beings, rather than the third dimensional worrying about this, that, the other, money, etc., etc. Now, with regard to you, with the obstacles and challenges, this is a time then you should be actually, do you know what, it's almost like I want in your head, or even, I don't know, you could write it and burn them, but I almost want you to write letters to these people that have not been a support to you. Write letters to them, don't send them, all right, you'll end up with some sort of war, but just burn them, okay? Now, when I say these letters, some people will write all their anger down on these letters and then burn them. I want to say the opposite. It's almost thanking them for the lesson that they taught you, okay? Like thanking them. You behaved in this way, but actually I understand now that I have to put myself first and as a priority. Your behaviour has taught me blah, 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 and then chuck it on the fire. Okay, let it, the universe deal with it, literally. Okay, so this is a real time for that for you, and it will feel quite liberating as well, Regan, there. And your spiritual strength, this is you coming, it's like not just about spiritual like we're doing here today, this is your spiritual self. And this is you, let's say, rising out of the ashes as well there, okay? You see that picture, you've got the guy here there, and you've got like a Buddha coming out the top. It's almost like that. You don't have to follow Buddhism, but some elements of Buddhism are actually amazing. The meditations, it's all about being in the here, the now, and the present, that you should actually maybe thinking about doing something like that yourself. So, you, Regan.
This is the card I pulled for you. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to go in. It's laughter. I'm just going to go in for you, Regan, because the angels are really, really trying to remind you about your lighter, brighter side, and not to allow this to affect your heart chakra, because I'm very drawn to the pink on that card as well, which is your heart chakra. But when I was tuning in just now, trying to see which archangel was stepping forward, it was Ariel. Now, Ariel is about abundance and nature, but she was showing me water. And I don't know if that's important for you, Regan. Your activities in water, it could be drinking water, encouraging you to nourish yourself more, to drink more. But there's something connected with water, because that's what she was trying to show me. So I hope that helps in some way, but keep smiling, because your beautiful nature is what I was saying before about staying who you are, staying that lighter side of you. Don't allow those negative energies to bring you down. Really, really important.
So Regan says, yes, I love that idea. I tell everyone to do this exact thing when they're hurting. Burn it, I say to them. Maybe it's time to truly listen to myself and buy advice. Absolutely. Go, girl.
Definitely. All the best, Regan.
Paul Smith, I fully agree with Polly. Write those letters and say a prayer as you burn them, and thank them for the lessons they've taught you. Be free, Regan. Thank you, Paul, for your input as well. Need a quick drink. I'm a little bit thirsty.
I don't know if Alison Lett is still there. Richard, can we go? Oh, because Alison Lett at the very, very beginning. I don't know if Alison is
afterwards.
There. Yeah, sorry, we're like Alison. I was really when I was reading your comment and when I was tuning in afterwards to you, Gabriel was stepping forward quite forcefully, and Gabriel was saying to me about communication, because she was also making me feel it in my throat. So I feel there's kind of like an issue for you surrounding you, and I think it was they tend to take kind of forced to be fit. Oh, bless your heart. It feels like there's something that you're needing, kind of like almost like that little prod to communicate with other people. I feel like you want to take a step back almost, again from worrying about hurting people's feelings. So Gabriel is trying to give you strength to say you need to speak up about what you need, and I know it was your toxic people. Oh, that was a flyer, excuse me. Where's that gone? I don't even know where it's gone. It's flown away. It's under my chair. I don't know where it's gone. Sorry, let me just see.
See what's happened. You've come on and you're making crystals roll off the table.
That's ridiculous.
You've got flying cards.
Flying cards. I can't find it. If I'll have a look. That was ridiculous. That's just like
not behind you on the cushion.
No. Hang on. Oh goodness me. Right, I'm gonna go with another one. I'm so sorry. That's never happened before. Just disappeared. Okay, so let's see. Let's go with that one. You have got, Alison, you've got Joe Fuel. My light is shining on it, isn't it? And that's the star. Now, Joe Fuel was about the joy of life. Okay, Alison, the joy of life and going for seeing the beauty around you. Okay, a dream come true. Believe in yourself. That's the sentence That's the one, because you just need to have that sense of confidence back for yourself about what you need and go for it. Oh, in the end of a difficult situation, it's all connected with communication in some way. I hope that makes some sense for you, Alison. And I'm really going to bother me now where that other card's gone to. Oh, dear me.
Right, who was the lady, the person that was it a man? James Wheatley Bradford. I had a brain tumour removed 3 years ago. It has taken a long time to get where I am now. Take some time out for yourself and sell yourself short for the sake maintaining of empty friendships. I run with having a good laugh, making clay models, taking my camera out to refocus and throwing myself into arts and crafts. Take time for yourself. I think
Brilliant advice.
Find somebody else, but absolutely, James. It's so easy to sell so much of your time to other people and not to keep a little back for yourself. Drown out the toxicity. With music. You know, James, one of the most healing things is music.
Music.
Like,
absolutely.
One of those things that can lift you out of a mood. It can lift you out of, not, you know, if you're obviously clinically depressed, but music is so, when I say underrated, I mean, you might put on, you know, if you'd had a bad day, you might put on something to have a good cry, or you might do the opposite and completely lift up your spirits with it. If I'm in a bad mood, I'll often come and clean something and put the music on so loud it's deafening, because it will lift me up and it will sort of stop thinking as well about whatever I'm cross about. Along with my mammoth dog walk as well, that usually happens, and the dogs are like, take me home now. But James, well done, really good advice as well there. It's actually just led me on to what I'm going to leave behind, actually. And what I'm going to leave behind, because I hadn't even thought about me, I just forgotten about it. We were so busy talking about everyone else. It's actually a little bit people pleasery. Okay, no, I'm not necessarily a people pleaser. I will do what I need to do. But my family, you know, with grandkids and things like that, I will always put them before everything. My children and my family is before everything. And but with regard to things like certain, you know, things like work and things like that, I'm really going to start this year doing what I want to do rather than what everybody else wants me to do. Yay! So I've got something new in the pipeline that I'm going to be doing, and I'm not going to announce it yet because I've just got to get the venue sorted out. But as soon as I get my venue sorted out, that's when I'm going to do it, and then I will say what I'm doing. So so I'm going to be trying to do a bit more teaching, some more animal communication courses, and that's what I'm going to be bringing into. What? And there'll be more work involved with trance and something else. So it's going to be quite an exciting year for me, I feel, because I'm going to do what they've been nagging me to do. Also, I'm going to continue to write the book that I started about 4 years ago.
What's the book about? Are we allowed to know?
No.
I knew you'd say that.
It's let's say it's more, well, I don't know if scientific people would say it was fact, but you know, it's more fact than fiction, let's put it that way. And as soon as I've got it's all coming together, then I will talk about it. But at the moment I haven't had time to talk to even think about continuing a book that I started 4 years ago, because it's just been so busy. Thank you, Chrissy, and thank you, Paul.
Oh, bless you. The topic today is, what have you learned from 2022 and what are you going to take forward into 2023? So what is your focus going to be? A bit like resolutions, but we're, as Polly was saying earlier, trying to bring it down a little bit smaller, because not some grand thing, just the lessons. What has 2022 taught you? So many challenges for people in 2022, haven't there? So many.
I tell you what, the last few years has been a biatch, hasn't it?
Oh, it really has, you know, so it's going to be a good one. I've got really good feelings about this year. Deborah Long, I would like to leave behind deep sadness for the loss of my beautiful son and try very hard to focus on the beautiful light he left behind to so many. Oh, Deborah, after my son was killed, I tried to believe the young man that killed was good and he would go on to change his life. He never did. Oh my gosh, there's so much, isn't there, that there is in what you've just said, Deborah. Massive amount to deal with for you. I'm going back to thinking about what Polly said, and he's so violent and not being stopped. Oh, is he not being caught? Oh dear, I can't go there. I pray the police or someone stops him. Oh dear me, gosh. Do you know?
Sorry, carry on, Sarah.
No, I was just going to say it's a really, really hard thing for me to say because I know I can't even begin to imagine how you feel. I can't even begin to try and put it into words. But try really hard, Deborah, to stay with love and light. Just try, because the more you shake off those negativities, the more positive will come out of it. But my goodness, you need to work harder at letting the law deal with this man. Okay,
Deborah. Okay. I'm just getting. I was just put the sort out to link in with your son. Okay, and it's really weird because a song popped into my head, and I don't know if you know the song More Than Words. All right, by Extreme. I've no idea why that's playing in my head, but I can hear it playing over and over again. Okay, so I don't know if this song means something to you or would have meant something to him. But I want to say, just listen to the words, listen to the lyrics, see if there's something in there. It might not be the whole song, but it's just going to be something in there that just, let's say, jumps out at you. All right, because your son has got the most beautiful heart, and I don't do emotion. He recently almost killed somebody, beating him to death. It was at large now. Oh my gosh, right.
Oh, no.
Well, just with regard to your son, obviously we can't unfortunately control what this person's doing, and hopefully at some point hopefully nobody else will be killed, and hopefully something will happen to put that person where they should be. Okay, because they obviously don't sound very they don't sound a good person at all. But your son, like I said, I keep hearing Extreme and the song. Listen to it, okay? There's something about the song that I want to give you. It's like I said, it could be a verse in the song. I'm not quite sure, but just please listen to it or read the lyrics, okay? Your son's got such a big heart, okay? And he's one of those people that when I say he feels quite strong in a lot of ways, and actually very well brought up, because when he's coming through, he's really polite. He would have said his pleases and thank yous. He would have, been appreciative of things there. And he's got, when I say big dreams, he just keeps showing me big dreams. Okay, like that he had, often was a bit of a dreamer when he was a child. Okay, and that this the things that he wanted to do going forward was it was quite big dreams for him. Now I keep showing it like an electric guitar as well, so please can you tell me if he had one or if he played one, or if he wanted to play one, because he keeps playing one up there. Okay, he is talking about there was either internal bleeding, and then he keeps going to his head there. Okay, because he's talking about there's some internal bleeding within a couple of areas within the body, and then he's talking about the head there as well. Now, just my James helped so many people. Yeah, he's such a love, and when he comes in, he just wants you to know that he's out of pain, and he's like an angel. I mean, I'm not an angel person. I know Sarah is, but I believe in them. I just don't tend to work with them as much. But he just comes through very, very angelic now, okay? And you've got to understand that he's going to be one of those people that is coming back. He's going to come back into this world somehow. I'm not quite sure how. There should be a child coming back into your family as well, actually. There should be a pregnancy or somebody coming back in, okay? Because he's coming back in somehow. There's somebody that's going to look like him or act like him coming back into the family. He just wants you to know that he's still doing his work from up there, okay? He's still helping people up there, from up there, Okay, he's very much looking down on you. Now, have you also been talking, Deborah, about he bought a guitar? Oh, he just bought a guitar and he was killed. Yeah, okay. He's like up there with his guitar. But please, can you confirm with me? Have you been thinking about doing some counselling with people that are bereaved or something like this? Because he keeps showing me here that there's something that you've needed to do. I hope you've done it. Okay, regarding counselling or some therapy, but it's almost like you should be almost there for other people in the same situation. Okay, it's like, you know, that empathy involved in this feels really important. So please, can you confirm that for us, Deborah? I'm going to leave that there, but just know he's sending lots of love and he's still up there strumming his guitar and he's playing that song.
Beautiful. Come back in a child.
So Deborah said you are the third. Yeah, Deborah said you're the third person that has told me he's coming back in a child of his brother's. Yeah, just know that it's coming. Who else have we got, Mr. Producer? Oh, I've got a crit neck.
Rex, I want to leave bad energy and people. Yeah, absolutely. It seems to be quite a high topic, doesn't it? Seems to be quite commented on a lot, definitely. Joanne Lewis, I'd leave behind uncertainty and like to bring forward confidence and positivity, even not possibility, but then possibility might also come. But absolutely brilliant. I love that. I love that.
Chrissy Wheatley, I am going to avoid self-checkouts. Right, Chrissy, I know we've had this conversation before. Honestly,
this is going back to a previous show, guys.
No,
like thinking, what on earth is she on about?
Right, I actually laughed, but it wasn't funny because I knew what these people were saying. But you know, this obviously everyone knows the shop Matalan, and
Matalani.
Anyway. Matalani. Well, there was a post on Facebook and it was said about the January sale, and then I don't even know why, because I never usually look at the comments of something like that, right? But for some reason I did, and you've got so many people slating off Matalan and saying that they're now, apart from other things, saying that there was a rubbish sale and that they hadn't got any very good quality stuff. There was also a barrage of people saying that they're refusing to go in there because it is predominantly self-checkout.
Yeah, it is.
Apart from the person that is behind the till in the, like, you know, when the exchanges, customer services.
Yeah.
And I went in there once after not being in there for ages. This is like about November last year, and I was like, well, looking at it, like, where's the people, you know?
Yeah.
And then, me being me, you know, something goes wrong every time I'm on a self-checkout, something doesn't scan or something.
Oh, it's not just you, Polly, it's everyone.
I haven't put something on the right bit, whatever, I don't know. And then, but then there's always somebody that comes up to say, oh, I'll help you. Well, why didn't you just serve me in the first place then?
Yeah.
I know it's not their fault. They're just doing their job and they've just been employed. But
it's money saving, isn't it? Because they've got that one person that's looking at all of those tills rather than 4 people. Yeah.
I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it's saving money, because I keep malfunctioning everything I touch like that. I've got to get a person who knows what they're doing to come and sort it out.
Well, the other thing is as well, you can't pay cash on not all the self-checkouts. Some of them you can, can't you? But a lot of them you have to pay by card as well.
But I don't like this computerized world.
No, I certainly don't. We're not going to say goodbye, Mr. Producer, to money. We've got to stand firm on that. Oh, we'll stand firm.
I still take cash.
Yeah, so do I.
Even though it's a right pain to go to the bank, I don't care. I'm going to take that cash because I want to keep the banks open.
Absolutely. Carol McDowell, this year I'm going to be the best me I can. Oh, well done you, and be grateful for who I have and not who I've lost, as my loved ones in spirit would want me to be happy. What a gorgeous philosophy. And absolutely they do. It you know, and I just think the time and time again when I've had readings, and you know, when I've given readings as a medium and things, you really absolutely do feel that sense that they're even with people that in this life were possibly a little bit more difficult, when they've crossed into the light, it's they learn a lot about themselves, and they still have their vibrations, don't they, Polly, when they come through? It's still like you can pick up whether they were an awkward person in this lifetime, you know, and all those sorts of things, but they genuinely want their loved ones to be happy always.
Oh, absolutely.
So I love that.
I've got hiccups.
Who else have we got, Mr. Producer? Oh, okay. Mr. Producer's talking about some of the other comments that are there that he can see, because we can only see one comment at a time that Mr. Producer puts up for us.
We have no idea what's going on.
We don't know what else is going on there.
And we don't know why we're talking about cream eggs, but
no,
we are going to watch back. Right. So Patra Nova 2022 taught me to put myself above others more. Even in bad health, I tend to be a people pleaser. Lol. Right. I'm gonna pull you a card.
Do you know what? So am I. I'm very drawn to Catra.
Let's see what comes up. Whoa! Hang on. Right, sorry, I've dropped everything.
Oh no, not you as well.
You might have to go first.
Okie dokie. Oh gosh, no, Jophiel is around a lot, because Jophiel, the archangel with Jophiel, is about beauty. As I said earlier when we pulled the Jophiel card, you've got seek beauty, Catra, and I just feel like this is massively connected to your solar plexus. I'm just feeling like you need to like have a rejuvenation of your, what have you got, solar plexus, there we go. You need that rejuvenation again, of that, almost like that spark is what I want to say to you. I just feel like and I think even in bad health I tend to be a little bit, yeah, I think with, sorry, I'm just trying to tune in to see what it is exactly. Okay, thank you. Leadership. Catra, don't ever like oh gosh, the word's gone right out of my head. Put it to the back of your head that you're a leader, because you actually have got quite a good sense of leadership about you, and this is why I think I'm being shown your solar plexus, to remind you that beauty around you and all the little things that you're normally very grateful for. And I just feel like it's like you've got lots actually to be, and okay, thank you. They're saying that you do focus on that gratitude, and that is like a strength that you've got. So drawing on that, and also having that kind of like injection, if you like, of a boost in your solar plexus, just concentrate on that gratitude and seeking that beauty and seeing the beauty around you. And it kind of links in with what you said, doesn't it, about how, you know, you're not going to listen to all those other people around you, and you're going to focus on what's important for you. Absolutely 100% what you need to. And don't doubt, that's the word, don't ever doubt, put it to the back of your mind, don't ever doubt that you've got that leadership skill, because I'm really being drawn to the fact that do you teach, do you do some teaching or something, or coaching or something like that? Because if you don't, then I suggest you look into it. I do, yes, and I don't know what that is an answer to. It can't be what I've just said, because that's just literally that was a bit quick. But yeah, teaching or coaching, if you do, and almost like giving that boost of enthusiasm. You're a very enthusiastic person, and giving that enthusiasm to other people. So yeah, always see that bright light, definitely seeking that beauty, 100%.
This little light of mine,
yeah, let it shine.
I've got solar plexus.
Yay!
And destiny. Now that was a card that really struck me, because if you look at that card, there's all these versions of you.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if that's what it's supposed to mean, but that's what it's like saying to me. So it's like all these versions of you, and there's sort of you in the middle there. Okay. Oh, who let the dogs out?
Sorry. That's my...
There's this light coming up here, and I really want to say with you, Katra, that this is a time of discovery. Okay. Now I feel like the last couple of years has been a bit all over the place. All right. When I say self-discovery, it's also about looking at foods, looking at what is good for you. Now, I know that there's things that are obviously good for us, but sometimes the things that are obviously good for everyone else aren't necessarily good for ourselves. I can take that. I do live streams online.
Yeah.
Oh, live streams online.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brilliant.
So this is like, I want to say expanding yourself now. Okay. Expanding your energy, lifting your energy. There's definitely feels like there's a new crowd coming in with you, but definitely looking at your, let's say, everything, diet, how that makes you feel. I want to say some of these sugars might not be so good for you at the moment, Katra, either. But you might be looking at doing this lives online at the moment. I feel like they're going to be changing though, okay? Or there's going to be you talking about one thing and then starting to, like, say, look into another and start bringing out something else there. Possibly to do with either, like you said, mentoring, coaching. It could be more to do with almost spiritual coaching, life coaching, that sort of thing coming in for you. So don't be, let's say, typecast. Don't just think you're one thing, okay? This isn't just about seeing yourself as one thing. This is seeing you in multiple different ways, okay? You haven't got multiple personalities. There's multiple yous. There's one thing, and then there's another thing. It's like me and myself and Sarah. We might have started off doing one thing, but now look at what we both do. We've come such a long way.
Was it number 10, wasn't it, the card that you pulled?
Yeah.
Polly, yeah. And 1 is manifestation, and 0 is kind of like reset. It's like getting back. So it's like that time to reset, time to press that reset button and have that manifestation of what, have these new ideas. That solar plexus is really, you're really going to have that boost coming through. Oh yes, I've been thinking of changing direction. Also, I've been trying to lose weight. Bless you.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I kept getting food, but it's whatever. We're all different shapes and sizes, but it's just being healthy, the healthy version of you. Okay, feeling good within as well as on the outside. Okay, so that's lovely, Katra. Have a fabulous day.
Okay, we're going to go to some adverts now, I do believe.
See you in 2.
MySpiritualDirectory.com is one of the fastest growing online free listing service. Our search directory offers geolocation feature, rating ability, review system, map location, customer comment, YouTube video, gallery, social media sharing, direct contact with the lister, simple online booking and payment system. It's free to register and use. It even creates your own mini web page, which you can update at any time, and yes, it's still free, no monthly or yearly fees. 100% free. Creates your own profile page. Add social media and other links. Add a mini gallery and a YouTube video. Rating, reviews and comments. Includes online booking and payments. So, if you're looking for a medium or a reader, even a church, maybe a healer, or any other spiritual service, then visit myspiritualdirectory.com.
Tomorrow morning from 11 a.m., our magazine show Brighten Your Day offers readings, guests, gossip and more. Start your day with SPTV. Matt and Kirsty host their show tomorrow from 8 p.m. The show consists of answering your spiritual questions and offering free mediumship and oracle card readings.
Welcome back, people.
Hello.
So just while we are coming back, we will talk about something quickly. The show tomorrow is called Brightening Your Day. with the Reverend Nick and Dawn. So tomorrow there is going to be a special and exciting announcement apparently, so please do tune in. We haven't even been told what it is. Okay, so we're going to have to watch as well now because I'm intrigued. So do tune in tomorrow at what time is that, Mr. Producer? At 11 o'clock English time. So yes, exciting times, huh? And just can we also, because you might have noticed that we haven't got the lovely Jane today, please can we send love to Jane, okay? And also the lovely Kirsty that has been in and out of hospital, bless her. Please continue your healing to her as well, please. Okay, it's very much appreciated, and hopefully she'll be better and on the mend totally soon. Fabulous.
Wonderful. Okay, Helen Mansell. I would like to leave behind illness and stress, sad syndrome, and bring this year good health, happiness, love, sunshine. I still have a little worry with my home, but very good health, happiness, love, sunshine. You feel in a stronger place to deal with what's ahead. Absolutely, 100%. There's so many people like you, Helen. My goodness, you are really not alone. There's so many people. Polly and I both, you know, we have healing that we're asked to give, and we give healing, etc. It's just, you're not alone. Okay, but brilliant that you're feeling brighter. Brilliant.
Yeah.
And those sad lamps, my mum's got one. They do work. And I don't feel this year, probably because I've been away. That's probably why. The door, but I don't feel like I've been so bad. But I know my mood definitely dips in the winter. Most definitely. I would like it's just the same comment, it's just smaller. So it was a different comment. So yeah, I know there's a sad, a lot of people do believe they suffer from this sad syndrome, where you don't have so much brightness and lightness in the winter hours, do we? So but yeah, it's good that you're feeling stronger and brighter. Well done, you.
Absolutely. Kim Kuntz, wondering if 2023 will be better for my daughter's children. They struggle so much from her passing as I do. Oh, bless. Kim, I absolutely, our hearts go out to you, because I mean, you never ever think that you're going to outlive your children. Okay, we've had in our family, my beautiful little niece who's been extremely poorly for a year, and hopefully now is come to the end of her all of her treatments, and hoping for a brighter time ahead as well. Okay. But yes, please do. I mean, just do the best that you can, because that's all you can do, Kim. There for them, you know, being there for them is really important. Any family members that are around them are really important, because it's about keeping your daughter's memory alive at the end of the day, isn't it? Is your daughter, did she pass with a cancer? Because I just keep seeing her coming in there with a cancerous condition. She keeps making me feel like I've got really bad indigestion or wind feeling coming up. Please do let me know if that makes sense. And there's sort of something going on with her stomach there as well. It's just something that's really quite uncomfortable going on with her when she was on the earth plane. But as we know, they don't carry that with them up there. They are spirit up there. But she comes through with lots of love, absolutely tons of love. Is there, she keeps going 2 and then 3. So is either 3 children on the earth plane, or there's 2 of one and 1 of another?
Oh, Polly, seriously.
Oh,
I was just going 2 and 3 in my head, and I was thinking second child was kept popping up, second child. And I was
she
waiting
passed in a car accident. That's really strange, because I'm getting some to head and chest.
Oh, it might be why.
I might be getting somebody else coming in as well there, because I can't take away what I just felt. Okay, that there's a lady coming in with a lot of love. She's definitely having problems with her stomach, or there's wind coming up there. Quite an uncomfortable feeling, and like it's almost like I can't swallow very well there. Okay, so please do have a think about where this sits. All right, this lady is a really nice lady. She's got brown wave to her hair, brown with a wave in it, her hair. I want to say like shoulder length or just below. Really smiley, a really smiley lady. 3 children, 2 boys and 1 girl. That'd be why I was saying it's 2 and then 1.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that would be why I was seeing that.
Yeah.
But
Polly, sorry to interrupt you. Kim, is there any issue with like child number 2, as in issue of like something going on with them at the moment? Because it might be that I'm picking up on as well. Sorry, Polly, back to you.
No, that's fine. Yeah, so if this lady isn't your daughter, this lady is here with you, okay, and wanting you to know that she's looking down upon the children, and watching all the love that's going on. And Christmas, it's like you really pulled together Christmas this year, Kim. It's like everybody's pulling things together. They might not have maybe even wanted to celebrate, but it's always like we had to celebrate and we had to make it good, all right? Because she keeps showing me like Christmas trees, she keeps showing me sort of all the works going on there. Things looking really jolly or trying to make the day. She had shoulder length brown hair. Also a little bit of a wave in it naturally, Kim, because that's what she's showing me there. Okay. Yes, 2 has behaviour issues now. Yeah, make sure that they're getting the help they need externally. Okay. Obviously, internally, your family is really, really important. But she's just showing me externally as well. There should be some help there going on, or you should be pushing for some help. So I hope that made sense.
I don't know if the name Helen means anything to you as well, Kim, because I got the name Helen given to me, and I also got the colour pink, which is connected with the heart, which I would imagine it's connected with your daughter and all the love that Polly was picking up on, coming through there for you and the children, because I'm not getting anything as in a physical aspect to do with the heart. It feels more energy to do with love and that love from the heart. But Helen, or it could be an H, but I think it was Helen. I don't know if that.
Kim, we can't actually see the profile picture. All we can see is the writing.
The comment.
Because the comment. We're just waiting for Mr. Producer to show us the picture. All we can see because of.
Oh, gorgeous.
Lovely picture.
That is a lovely picture.
Yeah, the way our
bless her heart.
So that we can read the comments, we can only see the comment box. Otherwise, I can't see the comments now. I can only see her pic is my. Yeah. So she has an Aunt Helen.
Her Aunt Helen. Okay, it might be then something that is key with her. I don't know if she had much effect with the children, perhaps with the second child. It could be that she's quite important in helping you with those issues that you're having with child number 2 and the behaviour issues that they're having. I don't know how close Aunt Helen was. Is that your sister? Because she might well have some advice, or she might be able to. Is Helen quite almost like a forceful, you don't want to like mess with her kind of aunt, says it as it is kind of aunt, because that's the energy that I'm sensing now. So it could well be that Helen was given to me to tell you, seek help, support, or even lean on, Helen, but Helen's somewhere in that.
Okay, we're just going to have to sorry, Mr. Producer, can we just put the comment back to our left, left,
the other way.
Bit more,
That's
bit more,
the
bit
right
more,
way.
bit more, stop, and a little bit right. That's fine. That's perfect. That's great.
All the best to you, Kim.
Helen,
Helen is your aunt. Oh, okay. Ooh. Okay.
It's very interesting because I've said this before and I've done it before in my one-to-one readings, and also when I've been doing demonstrations of mediumship. If somebody has dementia, they can actually come through as if they have passed, even though they haven't. Okay, because when they're in and out, if that makes sense, or they're more lucid or less, okay, they are they communicate on a level which is like almost, say, either telepathic or mediumship like.
perhaps she's connecting with daughter.
Yeah, so please know that they're both there, all right. And do you know if Helen has got some problems within her swallowing, for example, there? Because I definitely keep feeling the swallowing and this feeling of indigestion or stomach related coming on with it as well. So I think we might have had a little bit of a combination there.
Cross. All the very, very best, Kim.
Deborah Long, Polly, I read the lyrics to More Than Words song. You are right. There's a clear message in it. Thank you, Deborah. That's what he was playing on his guitar. So just know that that was for you.
Fabulous.
Now that I've talked to you, tried to make you understand, all you have to do is reach out your hands and touch me. Don't ever let me go. Thank you so much. Oh, you are welcome, Deborah.
Oh, I've got goosebumps. That's lovely.
I'm going to have to listen to that song now. I love that song. Haven't heard it for years.
I probably know it, but I'm rubbish with song lyrics and things. I can never think what song you're talking about.
I will send
I'm rubbish with remembering. Yeah, please. When Paul Smith, when taking on your challenges, remember you're not alone. Reach out. Absolutely fantastic advice there, Paul. Yeah, 100%. A lot of the time, people do try to deal with it on their own, don't they? And it's especially a generation thing as well. Some generations are, you have to just keep going. But yeah, reach out to either those friendship groups or to even the professionals, if you need to. 100% need good advice there. Love it.
Paul's on my Facebook actually, and he puts lots of inspirational things on there. Every day he puts an inspirational message. I don't often always get to read them because I'm so busy. I don't sometimes catch up on things till the evening, and he's written them always in the morning. But yeah, so it's lovely to sort of sit and read something that's really positive on Facebook. So well done, Paul. Keep up the good work. It keeps going in and out.
It keeps going. Mr. Producer's playing the song for us, for Polly and I, so that we can hear it, but it keeps going in and out.
We'll
Oh, of course I know it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We're just playing More Than Words in the background, so Sarah knew what we were going about.
Thank you. Yeah, beautiful song.
It is. It is. So, how are we getting on, Mr. Producer? Matthew Lintott, I need to stop. Stop right now. Thank you very much. Trusting everyone I first meet, but not judging people. I need to be closer guarded and not walked over. Yeah. Do you know what though, Matthew? Do you know, I always say there's, you could go one way or you can go the other. I don't necessarily trust everybody. It would take a lot for me to wholeheartedly trust them. Okay. There's some people I can honestly say that I do trust. And there's some people that I'm still friends with, but I wouldn't trust them with my information, put it that way. Right? So they might be people that they're really good at, if you want a night out or you want to go out for a coffee and a gossip, that sort of thing. And there's some people that I know that I could sit there and talk about, all sorts of things that are going on in my life. And I know that they would be a good friend. I know that they'd be, a good confidant. I know that they wouldn't repeat what I told them, and I think it's a bit trial and error. I mean, I wouldn't go to anybody first meeting them, even if I really like them, and start sort of giving them all my life, juicy gossip. But I think that just go into meeting new people and enjoy the moment. If you feel like you want to take that further in a friendship, then do. But yeah, I mean, like I said, just keep your stuff to yourself until you know that person, for one, is going to be trusted to keep, let's say, things confident. And also, you've got that trusted relationship. Nothing sort of starts straight away, does it?
Yeah, it's building up, isn't it? Building up that trust. It's and then you can trust that they're fine, because it is really difficult, isn't it? But with us empaths, we do pick up on people's energies quite quickly. I can suss people out fairly quickly, but it is that building that trust up, and then you can just you know, take a step back. And those boundaries again, isn't it? Having those boundaries of not putting it all into one basket.
We just had the lovely comments that flicked by, but I obviously couldn't
can we
read
go back
enough. Just a lovely couple of comments saying that you're all amazing. You're all
y'all.
And the
y'all.
one before that was,
Thank you, Christina.
is Sarah. I love you all because I always learn a lot from you. We absolutely love doing what we do, and we love talking, we love getting interactive, but I think a lot of time we can't see the chat until we come off here and watch it all over again.
Watch it.
It's like watching a show we haven't even participated in. But we learn from all of you as well.
Absolutely,
we learn from everybody, don't we? So it's lovely that you've commented. It's really, really kind of you guys.
Thank you. Deborah Adams, well, 2022 was so awful for me. Ended up in hospital with clinical depression. So hoping 2020 would be a better one for me. Absolutely make it so, Deborah. Put your focus, put your intentions out there, that see yourself healthy, well, and put those intentions, and believe me, it will come to you. Okay, it will come. If you focus on the pain, on the negative, then that's what you're putting out to the universe, and that's what you're going to attract more of in. So it really, really is hard, I know, at times, but you need to shake off all those negativities, put all those positive vibes out there, really, really be thankful for all of your even the little tiny things, those little steps that you're making. Be thankful, put it out there to the universe for your gratefulness, and it will come back tenfold to you. I absolutely wholeheartedly believe that. So I really, really wish that you've got a fantastic 2023.
He is going to, because we've got positive movement forward.
Yay!
We flew out onto the floor, and triumph. Okay. Now, as we said at the beginning, if you were watching, Deborah, take things in small steps. You cannot, if you've been going through that, which is an awful thing to be going through, and very lonely, even if you've got people around you, because you don't think that people understand, but there's so many people that do. Okay. Now, I really want to say to you here that this is a time for you to be taking these small steps forward. Okay. I just see March as suddenly, let's say, a bit of an epiphany around the March time, as in actually looking back and thinking I've had more good days than bad here. Okay, it's almost like I want to do a smiley face on a calendar, or a bit of a straight face, if that makes sense, straight mouth face if it's been all right, you've got through it, you've coped, and a bit of a sad face if you haven't felt you've done so well that day. But you're going to start seeing those happy faces, more and more happy faces coming in there. Okay, has somebody been talking about taking you away on a little bit of a trip? Right, I keep seeing this little trip coming up for you. And who's been talking around about going to Scotland area as well, Deborah, around you, because I keep seeing Scotland. But I want to say, with regard to going away, don't overthink it, don't ever worry about it. All right, just making sure that you, even if it's walk on the beach, very lonely. Yeah, I totally get it, Deborah. Even if it's a walk on the beach or an ice cream on a beach, you know what I mean, on a bench somewhere, or whatever. It doesn't have to be hectic, it doesn't have to be rowdy, but I want to just take you somewhere. I do want to say there should be sea there, okay, or water, because I do feel like water is very healing for you as well, Deborah. And have you got a dog, Deborah? Because I keep seeing a small scruffy dog. All right, now I'm not quite sure if it's down here or up there, something wiry haired. Okay, more of a wiry haired dog. That if you haven't got one, it just might be worth having a look. It's up to you though here. Okay, you've got to start, like I said, seeing you've got a trip coming up. Fabulous. But this is a real time here for small triumphs. Okay, not one big fat triumph. Okay, this is small triumphs. Always wanted to go to Scotland, get on it. Okay, Deborah, because it's really time to start doing things that are just a little bit out of your comfort zone, something to look forward to. I'm just going to hand you over to Sarah there.
Sorry, I'm trying to angle it so that the light doesn't know. So you've got Archangel Uriel card, and Archangel Uriel is about your inner deep wisdom. he's also about he's connected with weather, Deborah, and I really feel I'm being drawn to the sun again. It's like the solar plexus and that confidence boost, but he is showing you the Emperor card, and the Emperor card is all about you feeling more in charge. So this is what I was asking about 2023. What's it going to be? You are going to start feeling more in charge. You are going to start feeling more in control. The words on the card say stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation. It just feels like you're just going to have that confidence. It is going to be small, as Polly said. They're very, very small steps, but you're going to feel every single day you're going to be building up that confidence. It's got ambitious plans on there. I think, okay, thank you. So what they just said is that just don't be scared to have your hopes and dreams. Be focusing on what it is you want. I don't feel like the ambitious bit is particularly poignant, but it's to do with plans. Have those hopes, have those dreams. Do you have a brother, and is there something going on with a brother or someone? It could be someone that is brother-like. It feels like I feel like I'm missing them. If you can let me know if that's anyway resonating for you. But yeah, Uriel, the sunshine, he is beautifully, whenever I see Uriel comes forward, he always comes with a sunflower. He is about that brightness, that inner wisdom, and just what is it you're going to focus on? Have those hopes, have those dreams, have those plans in hand and going forward, because you are going to start to feel more in control. 100%.
Fabulous, Deborah, and keep up the good work, my lovely Deborah Long. You might still be with me. I'm bringing some of my son's ashes to a peaceful place in Cuba. He loved it. I got a small dog after he was killed. I do believe James sent him to me. My little dog was a lifesaver for me. Oh. I feel like this was for the other Deborah, but as well. But just know that if you can take something of it, then please do take it, okay? Because sometimes we do get split links.
Okay. Deborah Adams said, no, not brother. It's definitely a masculine. It's definitely like that. So it could well be using your masculine energies, but it could be someone that is like a brother. It was those energies.
You're welcome, Deborah.
Very welcome.
So Esley, I learned not to trust people either. And not to turn to others, especially when in a deep stress state, because people take advantage. Only if we let them, is what I'm going to say, okay? But that is a lesson. And a lot of us, either spiritual people or empathic people, we care about other people. We all do, we all care about what other people need. We often put others before ourselves, and and some people don't sort of let's say self-absorbed. They do take because they are self-absorbed. They can't see out of their bubble, and again, sometimes yes, they need to take responsibility for that, and sometimes they don't even know they're doing it, unfortunately. And it is true, they don't, but again, we've got to look after ourselves in all this, haven't we? And don't let people take advantage, okay? To start to realise when it's crossed over from somebody, doing somebody a favour to you continuously doing somebody a favour, and them just taking and not giving anything back, or being that listening ear, or that person that will give you a lift to the hospital if you need it. We all know them at the end of the day. Don't we, Sarah?
Oh, we do. I think the danger is, isn't it, when you say you don't trust people, is that you become so guarded then that you can become quite insular. So keep being your gorgeous, lovely self, but just have that guard, have that boundary that, it's the same thing when other people talk about so-and-so has done this and you can't trust them. Well, I'm afraid until they've shown me, I do take advice, obviously, but until I give people a certain layer of trust, and then if they show me that I can't trust them, then that's it. That's it. They've shown me. But you can't always believe what other people say as well, because some people say, oh, this and this and this about other people, and they're not always got the best motives, have they? So yeah, don't try not to become too insular. Just be guarded. Just know that there are so many different types of people in this world, and they're not all about love and light, are they?
I just pulled your card, which doesn't really need much explaining. Hope. Right? We all think about Pandora's box, don't we, when we think about the word hope? Well, I do, okay? Because there's all these emotions that are, let's say, going around in our heads. You know, we can argue with ourselves far more than anyone else can argue with us, I always feel, okay? And I do feel like you are one of these people that can really overthink and not necessarily say what you're thinking as well, all right? You keep a lot of that internal. And that's fine, okay, but this is why people don't realise that maybe they've upset you or they've taken advantage of you, because you've kept on giving, all right? This is a time to make sure there's that healthy balance there, all right? But that hope, keep that hope, because there's some bloody good people out there, all right? Now, some of the people that I'm very close to now, these aren't lifelong friends. These are people that I've met more, let's say, in the recent years. That I've become very close to, because it's almost like this find your tribe sort of thing. And I know that
and your tribes do change. Yeah. People come and go.
And I could talk to Sarah and Jane and Sam O'Neill and Richard the big boss up here himself, because I know that we've got that relationship where it doesn't matter if we haven't talked for a while. Sarah herself has just taken it upon herself to ask me if everything was all right with a family member, just out of the blue, you know, and these are the people we want around us. So just know that the people that we have to let people leave people behind, because they're not in our vibration anymore. Go forward, see the best in yourself, and then people will see the best of you.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
wise words, Polly.
I have my moment.
Yeah, she holds a lot in. Or he, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know.
Could be Mel. You're right, I hold lots in.
Yeah. So definitely just speak out a little bit more. Say no if you don't want to do something. Say no. Sorry. Not today.
And not feel bad for saying no either.
Yeah.
That's the key. Not feeling bad about it.
I'll say no. You know?
Yeah. Shelley Stewart, I have you lot now, so feel less alone. Thanks. Oh, do you know, that's such a lovely message. Thank you, Shelley.
Oh, lovely, Shelley. That's really sweet. And you're right. This has been a family, especially through lockdowns, for a lot of people. And it is a community. So that's why Richard set this up in the first place, because he wanted a spiritual community. He wanted people to help people. So, yeah, absolutely. Use the service. That's what it's there for.
Esley again. I thought that was my flaw, seeing the best in everyone and have been proven wrong.
I don't think it's a
best
flaw.
in everyone. Yeah, I don't think it's a flaw at all. As I said before, until they've shown me that there's something little chink there that I need to worry about, or not worry about, because I don't worry about it anymore, but to be aware of, then I think, okay, I've now put you in this box. Okay. So just continue. This is that hope card, and this is what Polly was saying and what I was saying about try not to go insular, because as soon as you do that, it takes an awful lot of energy to ignore people deliberately and to do things to be in a negative, is what I'm trying to say. It takes quite a lot of energy, and that's only going to be detrimental to yourself. So people I believed were good proved bad. They're life lessons, okay? They are life lessons, and what you have gleaned from that, you are now taking forward. But what we're trying to say is, please don't let it affect you so badly that you brand everybody, because there's an awful lot of goodness out there, awful lot of love and light, and people that are wonderful.
There certainly is. So, sorry? Is it? It's SBTV's 4th birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Wow, it's coming up.
Gosh, amazing.
I know. Right, so we have sadly come to the end of today's Sunday Sofa, but we will be back in 2 weeks' time, hopefully with the lovely Jane back. We have missed her lots and lots.
Yeah, we really have.
So please do tune in 4 o'clock in 2 weeks' time, whatever date that is, because I don't know.
I don't even think what today's date is, actually.
I know. Sorry, 22nd. On the 22nd, please do join us again. It would be lovely to have you back.
Do you know what I've just realised? 22nd is Chinese New Year.
Is it?
Yeah.
Don't know
Year of
what
the
that
rabbit.
means. We're going to have to,
It's just
we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see what a Year of a Rabbit's going to bring.
Year of the Rabbit.
Who knows? It's going to be a frisky year for us all. A frisky year.
Oh, we're back on that subject again. How do we always go back on that subject?
So thank you, the lovely Sarah, for joining us today, because it's always a
thank
pleasure.
you, the lovely Polly.
And thank you, the lovely Richard, and all of you beautiful viewers out there on YouTube and on Facebook. So we will look forward to seeing you again on the 22nd. But for now, bye-bye.
Lots of love and light.